Ohio Governor
Let's
Mike
listen
DeWine
to
is
Mike
threatening to close
DeWine
restaurants,
talk
bars, and the
about
gyms too, in response to
rights
the exploding
of
COVID-19
people
epidemic in his
and
state. He has also
his
imposed a new
thoughts
mask order,
on
saying
the
this
vaccine
is Ohio's
because
third
it's
wave of the
crazy.
virus. The state reported nearly
He sounds
6,000
nuts.
new
But
cases
let's
yesterday
listen to
alone,
the way
and
he
76
talks.
deaths there. That's almost 3,000 people are currently hospitalized with COVID-19 in
Yeah,
Ohio.
right.
Ohio Governor, that's Mike DeWine, joins us now to discuss. Good to see you, Governor. I say kudos to you for really pulling no punches with your constituents yesterday. You said it's advancing quickly and seeing victims in every county. You even quoted Winston Churchill when you said, when you're going through hell, keep going. So here's my question to you. Why do you think the surge in the cases is more intense and more widespread? What's happened?
What's happened?
Well, we're seeing it spread out now to all our rural counties. In fact, our rural counties are leading in number of cases. In the spring and in the summer, they weren't hit, so they weren't used to that. So that's been a big change. But it's moving much faster than it moved in the spring or in the summer. And I think you got to
Because of the flu. No talk of the flu though. All talk of the rona. Everybody just doesn't believe in other germs like MRSA or staph, strep. There's all kinds of stuff out there, but because they've made the rona a super famous virus, that's what they keep on feeding us in the fear porn. But mind you, high 90s survival rate, high 90s, 90, in the 90s percentile survival rate. And this fool had it and then didn't have it, tested positive, and then the next day tested negative. He didn't want to meet Trump.
Number of things. One, we're back inside. It's colder. That was predicted. But I think people are really tired. Yeah. They're just really fatigued of this whole situation.
You hear that? Really tired. Really fatigued. Let's listen to it again, the way he talks, because it's funny. He slips. And he looks up when he does it too.
But I think people are really tired. Yeah. They're just really fatigued of this whole situation.
Of this bullshit? Yeah.
So we've had, for example, a mask order on statewide.
That here in Ohio, nobody gives a shit because nobody enforces it. But now I guess he's going to put his Stasi out there. Nobody gives a shit about your mask order. And I see lots of people still in their mask, driving with their mask like idiots. The COVIDiots out there that believe that a paper mask is going to prevent viruses from getting in their eyeballs.
Mask order on since July. And one of the things that I ordered last night was we're going to actually now have inspectors go out into these retail establishments because...
You hear that, Ohio? Inspectors go out into these retail establishments and make sure.
Stores are trying, but they've had a hard time, particularly in our rural counties, getting people to wear masks. And if you're a worker, I talked about one of the workers last night and in a grocery store. If you're a worker, you have the right to have everybody who comes in front of you, if you're stocking shelves or what.
Okay, you have the right as a worker that everybody wears a mask. Okay.
Whatever you're doing, the meat department, you have a right to have everybody have a mask. And the other thing is, if you're going out in Ohio and shopping, you have a right to know that everybody that when you walk into whatever store you pick, everybody's got a mask on. So these are
okay. So if you're a consumer and you're out purveying the shops, you have a right to know. Listen to this language. But where's the right to bodily autonomy? Where's the right to my body, my choice? No, it's about the right to know that everybody, the right to make sure everybody wears a mask is what he's saying. That's some garbage. I have the right to breathe freely as a human being.
These are things that we know will make a difference, but we're really seeing spread.
And we don't know that they're making
in their own
differences.
individual lives. I mean, we've had great tragedies come from big weddings where people were not wearing masks. Even funerals, we've had great tragedies come from those. And people, I think, when...
So now they're saying that just being close to your family, you should be mindful and wear a mask when you're close to your family at this point. Okay.
They're with their friends, they're with family.
You let your guard down.
They let the guard down.
You let your guard down. You know, I like, Governor, that you made it so personal. You know, you named victims. And what I thought, we had someone...
Of course a politician is going to name victims. They love to stand on graves. They love to stand on dead bodies. Yes.
We had someone from President-elect Biden's task force on earlier. I thought she was great because she said it's really troubling.
I saw her,
Yeah, did you hear what she said about the toilet paper? That you say, listen...
Look at that face. Look at his smug face.
Is like politicizing toilet paper. Now, you may wince at the imagery, but it really does make the point.
Okay, you may wince at the imagery of politicizing toilet paper and politicizing masks. One thing that I don't see in the streets and in stores are discarded pieces of shitty toilet paper, but there are plenty of masks everywhere. Where is the crime in that? Where's the mandate? Where are the biohazard waste receptacles? Should there be 1 million sharps, bio waste receptacles everywhere for these damn things? They aren't see the hypocrisy, see the the contradictions, the nonsense. This is not real. Otherwise, there would be staunch laws against the littering of said mask, but there isn't.
Wondering how you're going to enforce it. Sounds like you're going to have people going on and checking on people.
Oh yeah, we're going to go on and check on people. So they're going to send people in the stores and do all this bullshit. What's next? They're going to send people to your door? Are you masked up? Are your whole family masked up? What kind of bullshit is this?
And we don't want some 18-year-old clerk out there, having to confront someone.
Yeah, of course. Of course you do. Any more things that's going to be polarizing.
Focused on the vaccine. Are you
and now he's talking about the vaccine.
The leadership that's coming out of the White House right now.
They're going to talk about not seeing Trump in there for weeks because he's been working on his campaign. But he's talking about how Pence has been in there.
I'm also happy, frankly, that we're going to see this vaccine come.
Look at that.
Come soon enough.
He's got that Bill Gates thing going on. So every time these fucking politicians start talking about the vaccine, they like to smile and giggle. So let's listen some more.
There is hope out there, guys. It's
Peddling
not like
hope.
This is going to go on forever.
Have hope.
There's light out
Not
there.
faith in
There's
your own
hope,
immune
but we just
system.
gotta get through the winter.
Have hope. Have faith in the government.
Governor, yeah, it is going to be
Have
tough,
faith
but
in
let's talk about the
masks.
hope. I think you bring up a good point. Secretary Azar told us earlier in the week that governors like yourself will be deciding who gets that vaccine.
Yeah, who's gonna get
first.
it?
I remember with testing earlier
You
in
know,
the
they
year,
got to
it
make
seemed like
sure
you had
that
to be an
there's
MBA or be a billionaire to get a
that
test.
scarcity.
When it comes to the vaccine, how
Marketing
are you going to
tactic.
ensure that everyday people, vulnerable people, poorer people, people of color are going to be in line to get this when they need it?
Well, I think what the White House has put out as priorities, frankly, is the same priorities we have, and I think it's logical, and that is we're going to start with our workers in nursing homes because that's where it gets in. It comes in from people who work in nursing homes. So we want to seal these nursing homes off by giving everybody who works in a nursing home
Spit it out.
the shot, and or actually 2 shots.
2 shots.
We're going to start there. And what we hear is this is going to come out in batches. So the first batch, we're told, will be only 30,000. Then we'll keep
See, the
coming.
scarcity
I don't
marketing
think anybody knows
tactic.
how fast it's coming out. But we're going to just prioritize. Our
Everybody line
priority is
up.
saving lives. And we think that the most vulnerable people are people in congregate settings, people in nursing homes, and we know that. So if we can seal them off first, then get them vaccinated. At the same time, we need our most critical health workers who are at the front line. I talked about one of them last night. We've got to get them the shots, and we're just going to proceed in an orderly fashion based upon how we can save the most lives and who's the most vulnerable.
All right, Governor DeWine, we thank you for your time. We should point out that
So
you were on
yeah,
top
like
of this very
this
early
is
on. Good luck
some
to you.
weird
Thank you
shit
very
that's
much.
going on. So you listen to them talk about rights and everything else. But this smug motherfucker keeps on talking about rights of the people, and that right does not include the right to be able to walk around freely and breathe air without a damn mask on. And again, where are the biohazardous waste receptacles for said mask? If we're really being logical about stopping a spread of a virus, they should not be scattered and littered all over the ground. Now, would they? How about that, you mask wearers? Why are they thrown in, in stores on the ground? They're thrown on the ground outside. And if it was really that big of a deal, yeah. If that's the case, you're tracking it in on your shoes into your house. Get a clue. This is not about a sickness. This is about obeying. Control. Enjoy it, because we don't deserve freedom if you're going to give it up like that.